Next up, we have Dave Weisberger. Yeah. Welcome to the stage. Yeah, the company he created was with his son. Over to you, Dave.
Okay, well, let's see. Do we have the slides? We'll try. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so what are we going to talk about in 5 quick minutes? First of all, the most important thing is why are we here? And that is to get adoption for Bitcoin. And what happened to get adoption for other things in the past? Well, why are equities, stocks, so widely held in America now? Because Charles Schwab introduced lower cost commissions. Before that, firms like Morgan Stanley used to charge pretty much exactly what firms in Bitcoin charge now. You look at Swan Bitcoin and a bunch of others who talk here, they charge 1% to get in and out. That is very expensive for people, and it's very hard to get mass adoption. Institutions, meanwhile, all rely upon what they call OTC trading, and you can listen to Twitter Spaces, they talk about it all the time, as if there's some magic to trading with a big broker to get their costs down. But what's actually happening is they're trading, and they're taking what the real costs in the market are and putting on a spread. So what's happened recently? Well, we've had 2 months of nonsense caused by US regulators. First, we saw Signature Bank after Silvergate Bank get forcibly closed. And when that happened, you could see all those squiggles on that chart. That's showing spreads widening. And it's showing them getting to be a kind of ridiculous level where you see backwards prices, bids higher than offers by 15 basis points. It's kind of stupid stuff. And then you saw another squiggle later on when a couple of large market makers exited the Bitcoin dollar market. But what does this really translate to? It translates to cost. And the cost of trading Bitcoin went from on average 6 basis points fairly steadily to as much as 18 in March and then 12 last month. And it's still at 9, so it's still elevated. Direct proof of the cost of US government regulation to US-based investors. But when you look at those costs, there's a solution. And yes, this is a self-serving presentation. The solution is CoinRoutes, because what do? We help people by placing orders, not necessarily just taking the best price that they see at that instant, but by knowing the entire market and placing orders intelligently. It turns out that in April, we traded about 521 orders that were of over $25,000 in Bitcoin dollars for our clients. It was almost $1 billion worth. We were better than the cost to actually take liquidity by 17 basis points, or 0.17%. That gets to very large numbers very fast for firms that are trading. If you look at these numbers, which are small, you'll see that we are less than 2.5 basis points away from the midpoint of Bitcoin. Contrast that with the average market maker where spreads, even before all this mishigas, was about 13 basis points. So there's dramatic savings by using smart software. But to understand it, let's go to the videotape and look at it. So this is a demo of our smart post algo, and I need the guys to push the button. I taped it yesterday because, here we go.
Allows our clients to achieve liquidity quickly and cheaply, trading against both market makers as well as exchanges, all within the same order. In this quick demo, I'm essentially going to buy 20 Bitcoin against a group of these, against simulators. It's the UAT environments of market makers and simulators that we built for exchanges. And if we look at the order, you can see that it's already traded 78% of it. In fact, it just finished. And the order traded across Cumberland, B2C2, Kraken, and Coinbase, and it did so very quickly. The other thing you can see is as soon as an order is done, we show a transaction cost analysis. In this case, showing that 20 Bitcoin was bought 2 basis points worse than the midpoint price. So this is a quick demonstration of how CoinRoutes Smart Post allows our clients to achieve liquidity quickly.
Nope, let's get to the new one. Here we go. Let's push this button. This is our new multi-product. Please push.
This is a quick demo of new multi-product feature where we can buy any coin, such as Bitcoin, at any quantity we want and spread it across multiple products. In this particular case, I'm buying 500 Bitcoin, and I'm willing to do so in Bitcoin spot against dollars, Bitcoin spot against Tether, in Bitcoin perpetuals against dollars, and Bitcoin perpetual swaps against Tether. All of that will allow us to get more liquidity. If you look at the order, it has already bought, it looks like over 400 of it. And essentially what you can see here is it's trading On DYDX for perpetuals for dollars, it's traded against Cumberland Galaxy, Coinbase Pro for US dollar spot. For perpetual swaps on the Tether side, Binance Futures, and for Tether Spot, Binance, OKEX, and Coinbase Pro. All were used to buy it. It managed to buy all 500 basically in seconds, and it's something that allows market makers or OTC desks or just large traders to be able to get liquidity at a fairly quick rate without moving the price anything close to what would happen if you traded just a spot product.
And so in 5 minutes, that's all I could say. Anybody interested can come by booth 517 or find us at www.coinroutes.com, and we're happy to explain how you can save money trading crypto as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Miami, for the last 3 years in this amazing city. The whole world shut down, but Miami welcomed us with open arms. We want to show Bitcoin to the whole world. We are taking the conference on the road to set the stage for Bitcoin in a new city. Nashville. Bitcoin 2024 is coming to Nashville in Tennessee, a city that is known as a music and freedom city. Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville from July 25th to 27th.